Death is not the end. For those who live in Christ, even death is joy. Something like this, I don't think we were ever meant to witness. And yet, it happened in our own lifetime. Elder Joseph of Vatopedi, a holy monk from the holy Mount Athos, passed away recently in 2009 on July 1st. What followed was a phenomenon unique in the history of Christianity. When the brothers looked at him, they saw something unbelievable. His face was shining, and he was smiling. I noticed something in the Holy Scriptures. When Christ speaks of the dead, he often means those who are spiritually dead, those who never knew God and never lived by his laws. They walk this earth with both body and soul, but ignore everything that belongs to the spirit. And here lies the paradox. Many of us wander this world like the living dead, while others, though dead in the body, are rejoicing in paradise. Elder Joseph was not a famous man in the eyes of the world. He lived quietly, far away from the noise of modern life, in the ancient monasteries of Mount Athos, Greece. Elder Joseph learned the way of silence, of unceasing prayer, of deep humility. For decades, he guided the monks of Vatopedi with wisdom, kindness, and love. Yes, there have been people at peace with life and even with death, who, just as they fell asleep, had radiant faces, as if simply resting. But tell me, where have you ever seen a dead man smiling? If you smile, you are alive, aren't you? So, let us see what really happened. 2 monks stayed with Elder Joseph until his very last breath. As soon as he passed away, they ran to inform the abbot, Elder Ephraim of Vatopedi, and the other fathers. In the rush, they did not even notice the appearance of the departed. His mouth remained partially open. When they returned to prepare his body according to the monastic tradition, Abbot Ephraim gave one command: do not cover his face. The monks tried to close his mouth, but it would not stay shut. They even tied a bandage under his chin, but as soon as they untied it, the mouth opened again. "Garonda," they said to Elder Ephraim, "it will look unpleasant. What shall we do?" "Leave him as he is. Do not cover his face," the abbot replied. They wrapped him in his monastic mantle, sewing it carefully around him, a process that lasted nearly 45 minutes. Finally, they cut the cloth around his face, as the abbot had ordered, and then, the miracle. The monks looked and saw that the elder was smiling. Think about this. At death, all the organs stop: the heart, the brain, the lungs, the muscles. Within minutes, the body grows stiff. It is called rigor mortis. That is why the monks could not move his mouth closed. Muscles no longer obey. A living person can smile because facial muscles contract, but a corpse cannot smile. It is impossible. Yet not only did Elder Joseph's mouth close after being sewn in his mantle, but he appeared with a radiant smile. More astonishing still, the smile was documented, photographed, 45 minutes after his death. And we cannot ignore one detail. Abbot Ephraim had insisted that the monks must uncover his face. Did he receive some sign from the Lord? Why did he smile? Because for him, death was not the end. All his life he had prepared for this moment, the meeting with the Lord he loved. For a Christian, death is not darkness, but light. Not despair, but hope. Elder Joseph's smile is a message to the world. Do not be afraid. For those who live in Christ, even death is joy. His smile after death remains one of the most moving testimonies of the power of the resurrection. Remember this: when life ends in Christ, death itself smiles.